Hello, and welcome to Chatting with Viewers from a mile above sea level for the final time. I'm Liam, and I am joined by Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, it is Chatting with Viewers, and we need to talk, I think. It's not you, it's me. No.
If you weren't here Wednesday... Thursday.
Let's talk about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we talked about a house. I know it feels... I don't know about you, but it feels way longer than 2 weeks ago. It feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
It really does.
It does. Werner says, hi, Alyssa. Let me get to some messages and I'll continue. Werner says, how's it going? Oh, you're going to find out very soon. Evil Chocolate Cookie says, nice theme. Philip is here. Stephen Crouch is here. Andrew Graham is here. Isn't that the 24/7?
No.
No, that's Graham Stapleton. It's not even a real guy.
It's one of those AI bands.
Yeah, that's right. I got confused. Blind Games World says, hi, hello. So yeah, 2 weeks ago we talked about a house, and we talked about that we were signing a lease to the house. And so if you're reading this description and hearing what I'm saying when I say from a mile above sea level for the final time, you're probably like, wait a second.
What happened?
Did something happen? And the short answer is yes. Something happened. Oof, did it ever? So, I am not going to talk about what happened. If you know, you know. You can figure it out, I'm sure. And I don't think it's hard to figure out. If you have guesses, please don't put them in chat. We're not going to discuss what happened, okay? We're not going to get into it. Ryan says, hey, it's Elysium. It's Liasa.
No.
How does this work?
Just no.
Either way, good morning, both of you. So, yeah. Stuff happened very quickly and in a way that we did not expect. So what does this mean? This means that I'm leaving Colorado in the next week. This is the last Chatting with Viewers. This is probably the last stream from Colorado. This may be the last stream for a little while things get set up and while we figure out logistics. Hey, Nikita, how are you? It's Nikita Banana, and she's here to say that bananas need to ripen in a certain way. Yep, I can't forget that. So, yes, things have gone in a direction we didn't expect.
And no, it's not an expecting direction.
No, and
so let's not start that rumor, please.
There are no children involved. I mean, that would not have changed the house anyways. That just means that, we wouldn't have an office. We'd have a nursery.
Oh, by the way, no offense to those who have children, want children. Children are great.
Yeah.
I just, they're great at other people's houses. To me.
Yeah, we just don't want children's. So, yeah. Things didn't go the way we wanted them to. We lost the house.
Things can change so abruptly.
Yes, and it's amazing how in an instant, just a moment of time, they can change, and the trajectory that you have set forth changes.
Everything's like a chain reaction, and so like one link goes astray, and you are rebuilding.
Yeah. So, the positive, if we're going to find a positive in all this, is that there is a place to go. I will be going to Oklahoma for a while. And, Alyssa has graciously allowed me to live in her walk-in closet. So...
Incorrect.
Oh, you're going to live in the walk-in closet? Cool!
I figured you could do the balcony.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. I can live out there.
There's a little storage shed you can go into sleep.
I can go sleep in there. Yeah. You got a washing machine that will double as a bathroom. It's all right.
Oh, gross. Yeah, I didn't really think that one through very well. I'll have to go wash my clothes somewhere else.
Yeah, well, you got a sink. Nikita says, LOL, never gets old, doing fine. Just been ridiculously busy. Yeah, me
Us too.
Rich says, hey, I'm a little bit late. Hope everything works out. Thanks, Rich. It's not going to go the way we wanted it to, but it's going to go. And that's all we can do. It's hard. Being real for a minute. We had plans. We had a house that we wanted. We were going to be moved in today. This was supposed to be the first chatting from the new house, and it was a beautiful house. I mean, it had everything we wanted, and it was gorgeous. And in that moment, we lost it. We lost everything. And I don't blame anyone. I don't blame myself. I don't blame anyone. It just, things happen. And I think what was hard was
the unexpectedness of it all.
Yeah, I was not expecting it. And it was like a punch to the gut, So it's been a very hard couple of weeks for me.
That is why we were not here last week.
And that's last Sunday. We just couldn't do it. I just couldn't come in here and be like, I don't know what's happening next, guys. I don't know what the next thing for me is. And yeah, Nikita says, sorry to hear things went the way they did. Hope they work out for the both of you. They will.
Just patience, time, creativity.
Yeah. I mean, it's going back to the drawing board, figuring things out, figuring out what worked, what didn't, and it's just too bad. Colorado is an amazing state.
It is also a very expensive state.
It is also, yeah. And that's ultimately the problem. It's just not tenable. So, yeah, I mean, so I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm at kind of a loss for words. The support from my friends and family and loved ones has been amazing. And everyone rallying together has been awesome, and honestly, not what I expected. I did not expect people to be like, hey, we got you. Like, we're not going to let you down. We're not going to let you fall. You're going to get back on your feet, and it's going to be good. And that, I think, has surprised me the most from this whole thing. Not something I expected. I don't know. I don't know what I expected.
People can be great.
Yeah.
It's build a positive community around you. That's advice I'd give anyone when you are going through something, like, they're gonna do what they can.
Yeah, and I mean, when people know that you are fundamentally a good human being, and that's why I always tell people, like, be a good human. A, because it's the right thing to do, but B, when you need help and when you need love and support, people know that you're a good person and will be there for you and will help you.
We also just aspire to be good humans anyway, because it's...
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a thing that...
Like, why would you not want to be?
No. Yeah, I know someone that lives in that state. Let me just say my province is not as expensive compared to Colorado. Yeah. No, your province is way cheaper there, eh? Up in the Great White North there. Because that's, Nikita is up there in the Great White North.
Oh, yeah.
Beauty there, eh? So, Chris Reagan says, hey, Liam, sorry not going the way you hope. Hope things get better. Keep a chin up. I have multiple chins. Dude, I'm not that fat. Keep a chin up, says Chris. Bro, how fat do you think I am? Yeah, sometimes life sucks and you just want to punch it in the nose. I hope yours starts going in a more positive direction. Yeah, I mean, it will. It didn't feel that way when things happened, but you know, I'm realizing that sometimes life goes in directions we don't expect, but sometimes we got to roll with it, and
sometimes things happen that end up being a blessing in disguise.
Yeah,
way later, and you may not understand it for a long time,
and it doesn't feel like it.
No,
I mean it doesn't. It really doesn't. That house was amazing. You know, the life we wanted to build was amazing, but it's still going to be amazing. We're going to make it good. And it just means going in different directions. And those directions could be good. It could be the best thing ever. You know, it frees us to live somewhere that's cheaper. And it could hopefully free us to go somewhere we want to go and do the things we want to do. It's just hard. Yeah, thank you, Evil Chocolate Cookie. I will make a joke, but I don't want to hurt your feelings, so I'll keep it to myself. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. There's a quote from a Duvall song. Duvall is a side project of Josh Caterer of the Smoking Popes, who I think I know fairly well.
Oh, yeah.
I've talked to him once or twice.
A year.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And the quote is, it's my favorite song, and I totally, fanboyed on it when I met him, but something that brings me solace is, before the new dream can fly, the old one has to die. And it's something I kind of live by.
I did not know that's where that came from.
Yep.
I know that was one that was you had put out months ago when something else was going on in my life.
Yep. And no, it's true. It's something I have lived by. And I remember meeting him, and the first thing I said to him was like, "Hey man, I love the Duvall side project. I love I'll Be Around. My favorite lyric is this. It's really brought me through a lot of stuff. And sorry, I'm totally fanboying on you right now." He's like, "No." He's like, "I get it," you know. And he was cool about it. But yeah, before the new dream can fly, the old one has to die. And Nikita is taking her guide dog for a walk and doing some obedience work.
Yes. That's part of the guide dog routine.
Oh, okay.
One of the...
I thought it was something else.
No, so
one
of the things they teach in guide dog school, since the dog is making a lot of the decisions when you're on the move, so one of the things to kind of keep balance is when you're around home, you have them do things like sit, down, stay, to kind of just keep the balance of we're a team. There's not I'm the leader, you're the follower. As Jan got older, I will just say I was a sloppy handler and didn't do daily obedience, but kudos to those who keep up on it.
Okay, I that's good.
We're not going to talk about what you thought that.
No, we're not. Let's not do that. I thought it was something completely different. Maybe involved a fess that I read this morning.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not like that.
That's good.
Maybe that's why Jan checked out. She's like, I'm not getting my daily obedience anymore.
Oh my.
No, I think there was a lot of things in play there.
I get that every time I'm told to go do dishes.
Oh my.
It's okay, Liam. I almost asked that in school, then I got mine. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Wait. No, I don't gotcha. I don't think. I think Ryan's going where I'm going with this. Actually. Oh, no. Daily obedience training. Oh, my.
Yes, it's for the dog.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good. It's not for me. All right.
I'm not going to make that comment.
And that's when it got weird.
And that's when the fight started.
Yep. So, yeah, that's what's going on here, man. It's not what we expected, but
we are very much in this together.
Yeah.
And that's, I think I said something to that effect. Social media recently is like, when things are hitting the fan, like, keep your loved ones close.
Oh, Nikita says, I was very sloppy about that with Destiny at first, but there are some things that she definitely needs work on.
Yeah, I'd sometimes have Jan do some puppy push-ups if she just needed an attitude adjustment.
Puppy push-ups?
Yep, sit down.
Oh.
So, like, down being lay down.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm learning stuff. So, yeah, what's next for the channel? We don't know. I know that there is going to be a break of a few weeks. We tried an experiment the other day.
It was a lot of fun, actually.
And then we also streamed.
Now you made it weird.
Yeah, we tried Uno, which went really well. And yes, I know Uno has been done before in this channel. Those
Put
videos,
a little different spin on it.
Yeah, we did it right. Oh,
I was trying to be
Yeah.
diplomatic about that one.
I'm not. Yeah, Ryan says, important thing is that you still have each other through all of this, and sometimes difficulty and unexpecteds make for stronger bonding. Once you get through the hard, the easy stuff is welcome.
I feel like someone else has said this to you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And that's when the fight started.
That's when the daily obedience training started.
Oh, no.
Oh, my. Why is it called Angry Uno?
Well, we thought it was going to get worse than it did.
We were being, like, PG.
We were actually being really polite.
Yeah. Hi, I have a question. This is Illustrate English.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Liam and Alyssa. I have a question if you don't mind. Is Alyssa blind or sighted? I hope she's not sighted, because then she'd have to look at me.
No, I am blind as well. I have light perception. Yeah, I can tell you if your lights are on. That's that's cool, right?
Nikita says, "Oh wow, I had actually never heard of that. Heard of what? Maybe I don't want to know." Because obedience happens during Angry Uno. Okay, I mean PG time.
Yeah, family friendly.
Yeah, family
as much
friendly.
As possible.
We are angels. We have heard mile high, at least for another week.
Appropriate comments only.
Yeah. No. That, yeah. We will still be angels. We have heard mile high. Or something. Yeah, Oklahoma's a lot lower than, I forget what the altitude is, but it's low.
At least it's not like -6 looking at you, New Orleans.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm sorry, New Orleans, just because that makes them all mad.
Nolans? Oh, yeah, I like New Orleans. Orleans is great. I want some of that Cajun food.
Yeah, some of that jambalaya.
Jambalaya. Can I have some gumbo?
Gumbo.
How about some edife?
Oh yeah.
Edife?
You like almost said it right. Be careful.
Well, no, it's etouffee.
Yeah.
But it's edife.
Yeah. Crayfish.
Oh, crayfish, yeah. Yeah, want some crayfish. Yeah. Evil Chocolate Cookie says don't go to Kentucky. I wasn't planning on it. No offense, Kentucky. I'm sure you're fine, but just not very interesting to me. I'm sure the property taxes are low. Oh, there's some of those pro lines. It's like that Johnny Horton song, Battle of New Orleans, says Nikita. Yeah, I've never been to Kentucky. It's never been a place that I've gone to. If you could live in any state, where would you live? I mean, you only got 50 choices.
Yeah, that's too many choices. I know a few that I would not pick, but...
Okay, well, let's talk about the ones you would. Let's be positive. We want to be positive today. On most things. You know.
Yeah.
There are some things we don't want to be positive.
No kidding.
No. Hey, Kentucky, I can do it too. Louisville, says Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Louisville. I think it was America. The Daily Show had America the book. And they, like, one of the activities was find your state's porn name. Take your capital and add your state flower. For example, Kentucky would be Frankfurt Goldenrod.
I can't with that. No. See, the problem with, like, what state would you live in if you could, it's like, there's so many factors.
Right.
It's like, okay, am I just living there and have everything I want, or do I need to be able to actually afford to live there?
Well, no, I think it's like your dream state. So you can live anywhere, it doesn't matter.
Well, I know how I would answer that, but it's going to make me sad, so I'm just not going to do that.
I mean, I'm going to answer it the same way. I think we both would say Colorado. It's great here. I really like it. The weather's amazing. The people are really great. They are. They really are great. Almost all the people are great.
Well, every place has to have that one.
Yeah. But that one is all you need.
Or that handful.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind trying some catfish, says Chris. I don't like fish. I never visited there, but I drove through there when I went to Florida last year. What, Kentucky? Somewhere in Canada. No. Well, that's not a state, though. I mean, I know that it's like the USA 2.0, and they want to be like a state because they want to be like us or something. But they can't because they talk funny. All right, so somewhere it can't be Colorado. All right, so let's pick another state.
I mean, Missouri has some perks.
I wouldn't mind either Washington or Oregon.
Yeah, I haven't really done a
It's
West Coast
rainy,
state.
But
I've been on the East Coast, I've been Midwest, I've not done like a West Coast, so that could be fun and interesting.
Washington State was cool. I really liked it. Oregon was cool. I really liked Portland a lot.
Yeah, no sales tax in Oregon.
Oh, I thought they had sales tax.
I don't think so. Or maybe it's certain parts that don't.
Maybe. Baltimore isn't bad. Well, I'm gonna maybe say no on that one. The rent isn't horrible, and it's by DC and 4 hours from New York.
You kind of have to be careful. There are definitely some not great areas.
But yeah,
there.
Baltimore is a funny place. There are good areas, but there are really, really bad areas. I mean, Chris says if I had to pick a state, I would pick Hawaii. My problem with Hawaii is it is so divorced from everything.
Yeah, so is Alaska, really.
The weather, well, Alaska's at least connected to land. So, like, you can get to stuff. So, like, you're close to British Columbia. You are not super... I don't know. Alexa, how long would it take to drive from Seattle, Washington to Anchorage, Alaska?
From Seattle, a drive to Anchorage would take about 1 day and 16 hours.
Holy snap! Really?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, never mind. I know that it's, like, connected to land.
But yeah, Hawaii, it's like, you have to fly to
you
get
got
anywhere.
a jet ski or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was referring to Kentucky, says Nikita. I lived in Arizona for a while. You know, Arizona would not be bad. It's a little too hot for me, but at least it's a dry heat. And that's, especially like us growing up in the Midwest, we can definitely...
Oh, man.
Yeah. We
Some
did
of these
not have...
summers can be brutal.
We did not have dry heat.
No, it's like you walk outside and there's like a weight on your chest.
Alan says, I vote for plasma. Plasma is a state, after all. Yes, it is, actually. It is the fourth state of matter that no one ever talks about.
Nicely played.
Yeah, well played, Alan.
Was that Oklahoma, Alan?
Yeah, that was our buddy.
Yeah, we'll be seeing you soon.
Yeah, we will be seeing you soon. We should do something.
Yeah. Like, for real this time. We keep saying that, but
I mean,
we're going to have a little bit longer.
We're going to have plenty of time. Steven says, I'm not that sure about California. I think it depends. So California is interesting. You have the mountains. You've got
the desert.
The desert. You got the ocean side. California's got a little bit of everything for everyone.
It really does. It has a lot of flavors.
It definitely is very unique. So let's talk about states we wouldn't move to.
Florida.
Florida, yeah. I would not want Florida. Political climate aside, let's just talk about the weather climate.
Yeah, the hurricanes and...
Yeah, the hurricanes and the... just
how hot it is.
The mugginess. And it's not even just the heat. It's so muggy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I thought Virginia was bad. Florida is worse.
Yeah.
I do believe.
Since we're on the topic of states, can anyone tell me if my map is wrong? I got some 3D printed maps, and Alaska is all the way up next to Canada and not even connected to the rest of the U.S. That's correct, actually. So, fun lesson for you guys, because I'm a geography nerd. We have what we call the 48 contiguous states. So that's the mainland. Then you have two states that are unconnected, Alaska and Hawaii. Alaska is actually connected to Western Canada. And Alaska is an hour behind Pacific time. Hawaii is way out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And I would say it is the most southern state, if I am remembering correctly. And it is actually between here and Japan. Thus why Pearl Harbor was a very good target, because it was way out in the old ocean. And it is an hour behind Alaska. So, yeah, Hawaii is quite a ways back. And I don't think Hawaii moves with daylight savings time. So, Alexa, what time is it in Honolulu?
In Honolulu, it's 4:30 a.m.
Ooh, 4:30.
So that means that you would, like, start work at, like, 2 or 3 in the morning.
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
It's bad enough I'm going to be starting at 6 a.m. this week.
Yeah.
At least next week I'll be back to 7 a.m.
Brian T says, I love Idaho. I've never been to Idaho.
Me either. Or Utah.
I loved Utah, actually. Utah was gorgeous. I loved Utah.
Yeah.
It was
also,
very cool.
States I would not want to go to, probably Texas. And I hate to say that because I have a lot of family there, but to live anywhere that you'd want to live is pretty expensive, and it gets muggy.
It does. I liked
Lots of
Austin.
bugs,
Austin was crazy
Nasty
expensive.
levels of mosquitoes.
Yes. And you're probably going to get that in Florida as well.
Yeah. Well, even Oklahoma's going to be bad on the mosquitoes.
I know.
That's one thing. Mosquitoes, when they see me, it's like, look here, hey, Fred, it's going to be an all-you-can-eat buffet tonight. Come on over.
Oh, my.
It's bad.
Camaro76 says Texas is a good state, but summer
Yeah.
can be pretty hot. Yeah.
It is. It's not a bad state at all. Just
I'm trying to think where else okay, so places I would not want to live. Probably, well, depends.
don't know about New York.
It depends in New York. I would not want to be in New York City. I might like upstate. Now, Buffalo is going to be hard because of the snow.
Yeah.
But I'm right across the border from Canada, which means I can go get poutine whenever I want it. And I can go to McDonald's across the border and get donuts.
Priorities.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, that's important, you know?
Wherever the good food's at.
Exactly. Let's see. Other states I would not live in. Louisiana is never going to happen. Of course, now I just said that, and watch, it's going to happen now.
Yeah, that.
All right, I totally would love to live in Louisiana. Absolutely. There, I think I fixed it. Let's see. Places I wouldn't want. West Virginia. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Wyoming could be cool if you get the right spot.
Wyoming?
Yeah, problem is, it's just, I think, like, their biggest city is Cheyenne, and even that's small.
Yeah, and it's higher, and I think there's more snow and stuff, and it's colder.
And it's not as easy to connect to stuff. Most people, like my brother lives up there, and when they want to fly anywhere, they come down to Denver.
Yeah.
And they're even looking to leave Wyoming at some point.
I've been to Dallas. They have the dry heat. Yeah, Dallas is pretty dry.
You gotta be careful with Dallas. There's good parts, there's not good
Yeah,
parts.
I mean, the DFW is huge, though.
Yeah.
Probably biased since I live there, says Camaro. Oh, about Texas. Texas is nice until you buy a house. Property tax is horrible. Yeah. So, I definitely want a low property tax. Illinois was brutal.
Yeah.
Illinois, I probably would not go back to. I do like Chicago, though, but I just no. Minnesota, maybe.
There's gonna be a lot of snow.
Yeah, it's gonna be colder. But I did like it. Wisconsin, probably not. Michigan was okay.
The only time I ever spent in Michigan was my first guide dog school.
Yeah. But it's the females that bite, says Alan. That's
on the
true.
Mosquitoes, yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Frederica.
Texas summers are getting so hot that our buses are breaking down. Summer's about to start, and I'm not looking forward to it, says Word Nerd.
Oh, that's bad.
Brian T. Bryant? I don't know how to read this. Montana can get very cold, too. Yes, it can. Because Montana is north of Wyoming. So, yeah, Montana can definitely... let's see.
Yeah, let's take a poll. Where are we going to live? No, let's not.
No, let's not do that. Let's see.
No, I mean, really, fact of the matter is, like, OKC for a little bit.
Yep.
Until we...
I mean, we're not...
Stuff.
I mean, Missouri, believe it or not, is not a bad landing spot. There's a few reasons for that. Blind pension, for one. Well, we'll just be honest about that. I don't feel guilty about saying that. Do you?
No, I mean, that's a pretty well-known fact. It's
No,
not
a
like
lot
some
of people
sort
go there
secret.
for it. I mean, and so two people could do very well. Plus any work. So, like, Missouri is cool because of that. Missouri is a funny state because... Oh.
Someone set off their panic alarm.
Oh, my. Oh, my. There we go. No appalling, that is too much, says Philip.
Ugh.
Yeah, I agree. So let's see. Yeah, Missouri is cool depending on where you are. So a lot of places are kind of disconnected.
Yeah, it's rural.
So like Jefferson City, Springfield's not awful. There's an airport.
Joplin.
Yeah, Joplin was a lot more disconnected than I realized it was.
Yeah.
Columbia is kind of an oasis where it's like a big college town. The rent isn't crazy, but the problem is that like there's not direct ground transportation. There's an airport shuttle, so at least there's that. I would I think it should be would visit Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia's okay. I've been there. It was fine. That can also get hot, but it's not bad. I don't think I'd really want to do Atlanta. I have family there, but the wouldn't be awful actually. Would be like northern Kentucky, right near Cincy.
Mm-hmm.
Could be okay. So like Florence, Covington, Highland Heights, or whatever. Could be all right because you're right near a metro. But yeah, Missouri would be cool. I mean, the cool thing is if we both work remotely or something, we can go wherever we want. Because you work remotely now.
Yes.
So we can sort of kind of go where we want.
Yeah, I do like that I have the flexibility to do that. It is a perk of remote work.
That is really kind of cool. So I would be down for that. I think the thing is, somebody asked me once, they're like, this was recent, obviously, would you come back to Colorado? And I don't know, actually.
It would be great.
It's a hard thing for me. Because, like, I have a lot of memories right now. And I think getting away from Colorado is good for me. But I don't know what I want to... I mean, there's a lot of things I like here.
Yeah, I mean, you could look back on this in a couple of years and go, I wouldn't mind going back. Or, actually, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Remote work is amazing. I wish everyone had that option. I agree. I mean, that would be...
What's scary is that there are companies that are starting to make transitions into getting people back into offices.
Ew.
That's what I've been hearing. I really hope there are particular companies that don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I would hope so too. I think allowing people to work remotely is helpful. It allows you to get workforce stuff.
Especially if you are in kind of a transportation desert.
Yeah. I mean, I got to work hybrid, and it was really cool. And it was a neat thing, and I miss it very much.
I like remote because I'm not having to... Yes, we had a paratransit. We have a paratransit. It's not
You have a pair of what?
Paratransit.
Oh, a paratransit.
It needs help, as a lot of them tend to. I actually got really lucky when I was working in an office that I ended up making friends with somebody who could drive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And so remote really helps with...
Some paratransits are better than others.
Yes.
Just gonna say that.
And some have some more flexible options than others.
So would you say that, like, your paratransit did not allow you to embark on time?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of struggled with that. That makes sense.
It would have been great if they had something like an on-demand, like you're seeing some of the places do now.
Companies who are forcing their workers to come back into the office are losing those top talent to those who do not. This is true.
That was something somebody pointed out to me I don't know, I guess it was a couple weeks ago, and I was like, ooh, don't say that. I don't like it.
Well, I mean, I think...
I feel like with what I'm doing, that would be... It would cause a lot more headache than it would help.
I mean, with what I did, like, obviously I had to be in the office sometimes. How do you keep the parrots from screaming in transit? Parrot transit?
Parrot transit?
Brack!
Go faster! Drive faster!
Brack!
Moving along. I'd be interested to see what the parrots on the bus pick up from like people's conversations. I've definitely had some drivers that like to share a little too much about their personal lives. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, Chris says, I know IBM is requiring people to go back into the office. I think in some industries it works, in others it's not a good thing.
When a lot of your workforce is dealing with like disability, it makes more sense to allow people to work from home.
And it allows you to hire a more diverse talent pool because you're not hiring from one location. Because people are scattered. They don't all live in one area. What's an average pay for workers in the States? I can't give you an average.
It really just depends on where you are and what you're doing.
It varies on locality and your profession. So the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
We know the national minimum wage.
So the federal minimum is $7.20 an hour, but
a lot of states are higher than that.
Yeah, a lot of states are higher, and a lot of workplaces are higher. So
because you really in this economy you cannot live on that, especially by yourself.
No, you really can't. Now some states follow the federal minimum. So Oklahoma, for example, they follow the state minimums, the federal minimum.
But a lot of your companies pay higher.
Right, but it's why the cost of living is low.
Yeah.
Whereas like Colorado, I think our minimum is like 15. Mm-hmm. And it's why everything's more expensive. And like there's been this push to make the state minimums higher, which is awesome. But now you're raising the cost of living.
Yeah, it's causing inflation and...
Yeah.
It
it's like
messy.
Nobody thought about that. You know, they're just like, well, we need to be paying people more money. Sure, awesome, yeah, do it.
And then they're spending all that same money.
But now you're raising the cost of goods. So like, California just mandated $20 an hour for fast food workers. Awesome, cool, great. Guess what happened? Food prices just rocketed. Like, that's what happens. You make people pay more for their workers. Now,
they have to raise prices.
Everything costs more. And it's like, I don't understand why we're not getting that. And I'm all about, I mean, especially as, someone right now who, I'm all about being paid a fair wage, right? Like, I think, you need money, you need to live, you need to eat.
Yeah, it's just a vicious cycle.
But it is. It really is. And I'm not an economologist. A moneyologist.
Oof. An economist?
I'm not one of those either. But, yeah, I think when you raise the cost, like the wage for things, like, now that's got to get paid for. And I get it. Like I said, I understand fully. I totally get it. But it's like, that's got to come from somewhere, So I don't know. I mean, that's why I do like something like in Oklahoma where it is cheap to live there because state minimum is federal minimum. And yeah, a lot of jobs are going to pay you more anyways. It's just, they can be hard to come by. OKC's kind of cool because it's big enough where there's stuff, but it's also not so big that it's huge.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised, by the way, by the cost of living in Oklahoma City. Like, I'm really surprised how cheap things are.
Yeah, it really is. And I think it's because it's not such a metropolis that they have to keep up with all of that.
Well, I mean, you can go to Bunny's and get a burger and fries and a drink for like $12.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't doing that here.
No.
Go to Cherry
You might go
Cricket.
to McDonald's for that.
Not even anymore. I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's crazy. And out here, everything's so expensive. But on the flip side, we get free Uber. But you almost need to give that to people because things are so expensive.
Yeah, because otherwise how can they afford to go anywhere? Exactly.
I mean, it is difficult. Meanwhile in Texas, we have the worst of both worlds. Federal minimum, but high cost of living.
Oh, God.
Ooh. Yeah, I was looking at the Texas cost of living, and I was just, it hurt. It hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Just got here for playing drums for my church band for the last time in a while. We played the most non-worship driven song as the opener for the service today. In the air tonight.
We were out with my parents the other night at a place, and there was a band, and they were like warming up, and the drummer's doing his stuff, and I was like, "Come on, do the Coming in the Air Tonight."
Yeah, do it.
And he didn't. I was sad.
It was Steve and the Cruisers. I wonder if they have a website.
Don't know. They were like,
oh my gosh, I started typing Steve and it finished it to the Cruisers.
What?
Yeah. That's
Stop
one of those.
listening, Chrome.
Hey, that's one of those times where Chrome doesn't work against me.
Chrome knows all.
Oh my gosh.
That's accurate.
Oh my gosh.
From what I'm hearing.
They have a Facebook page.
Yeah, they were just like a 70s, 80s, a little bit of 90s cover band that were playing at this restaurant place that we didn't really know much about. But just decided to go there with my parents on Friday.
Oh my gosh, they have a YouTube page.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
And my mom said Liam and I were probably some of the youngest people in this place. But it was cool. It wasn't like all wild and crazy.
Oh, man. Oh my gosh, they've like got a whole tour schedule.
I wonder if they're like a Colorado
yes.
local? Okay.
Yeah, they do the Front Range. And they weren't bad. They were just a bar band.
Bar band.
Yeah.
I've definitely heard worse.
We played Lean on Me. Oh, okay. Oh, you're going to the training center in a week. Cool. I will be traveling in a week as well, but...
Not to a training center.
No. I hope not.
No, I'm here. You want to work on your daily obedience.
Daily obedience training. Oh, no.
Oh, what has Nikita started?
Yeah, it's all your fault, Nikita. Poor Nikita.
And she's not even here.
Yeah, she probably is, like, doing daily obedience training. I can't with that.
Yeah. With her guide dog.
Oh, with her guide dog. Okay. All right. Yeah. Gotcha. So, yes, if you're tuning in late and wonder what's going on, or maybe you saw the description or saw my post, I am leaving Colorado in a week. And so things went in a direction we didn't expect them to. There is no house. There is no fear in this dojo. Sweep the leg. So I will be moving to Oklahoma. And streams are going to be put on hold for a while I move and settle. We're expecting to be somewhat transient. Like, we definitely don't know if we're staying in Oklahoma, where we're going, what we're doing, how we're doing it, how we're getting there. So please be patient with me. Things are going to be a little crazy for right now, but this is the way of things. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you need to leave chaos in order to improve. Yeah, so, I mean, you know, what was I told? Sometimes leaving chaos can be the best thing you can do.
Yep.
So, it's going to be a little chaotic right now. We're making it work as best we can. So we'll try to do some other videos and streams and stuff.
Yeah, we're trying to come up with some cool ideas.
We had a cool idea for doing some cooking streams and maybe some crafting streams.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll make some clay stuff.
Yeah, that was a kind of a skill I started looking at in my previous job because we had an art and enrichment program.
Yeah.
And I asked a lot of questions about, like, what kind of materials do we use, and, you know, have made some things. I actually have, like, a photo album on my Facebook page that's clay projects.
Yeah, nice.
Various things I've done.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, John's back.
Good.
So, yeah, things are going to be a little crazy. They're not as we expected them to be. So, and again, I don't want to talk about the particulars. You can figure them out. You're smart.
Do the math.
People, yeah, when you do the math, you choose McGrath.
Oof.
There was an auto dealer in Chicago. When you do the math, you choose McGrath.
That's almost as bad as 877 Cash Now.
I don't know. I kind of like that. Let's see. Is there anything else I'm missing? No, not really. Just want to say that I appreciate all of you. And I've appreciated everyone's support. Especially like my friends and loved ones who have been really supportive during this time. This was a very difficult thing that's been happening and happened and is happening. And
to the people that have had some ideas about things.
Yeah, no, I mean, and there's been a lot of people that have come forward with some ideas and just support, and just being there has been amazing. This was a punch to the gut. I didn't see this coming. No one did. I mean, we really didn't. No clue. I mean, just, you know. John's a good sport.
Aww.
Sorry, John.
Yeah. So anyone that might be wondering, I'm sitting very close to Liam's head, so I'm kind of hearing NVDA as it's reading some of the stuff.
Can you rephrase that a little bit? I'm sitting very close to Liam's head.
My head is close to Liam's head. Like, my ear is close to your ear.
Okay. That just...
Jeez.
Sounded a little odd. Yeah, so I accidentally called him John Fallis the other day. I'm sorry, John. It's Fallis, right? Yeah, Fallis. Follis.
Yeah. How's that for Freudian slip?
No, I don't think that counts as a Freudian slip. You keep using that term. I don't think it means what you think it means.
That's inconceivable.
I couldn't resist. Yeah, sorry, John. It is Fallis, yeah. La 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 la.
Oof.
Yeah, no. Tim, I appreciate it. Don't know exactly what happened, but this too shall pass. As trite as that sounds. No, it's true. It is ironically something that I have said a lot. This too shall pass. She's heard me say it.
Yep.
This too shall pass. It's all good, says John. All right, cool. Glad you're not mad, man. That's not what we're here for. It just... it was a slight screw up. You've probably heard it before. No, it will pass. It's unfortunate. When I got here, I fell in love with Colorado. I wanted to make it my home. This is where I wanted to be. I thought I had many, many years of exploring the Front Range. And I don't. I just don't. And that's hard. because I have been looking for a home for the last few years. And Missouri ended up not being my home. And I had really hoped that I was going to retire here and live here, and it just didn't happen. And it's hard, you know? I mean, I think everybody wants a home.
Yeah, that is true.
And I am sad that, you know, I won't have that right now. And I guess home is what you make it.
There is a lot to be said for that.
Yeah. Acer says, I hope the low cost of living in Oklahoma doesn't mean the quality of living is low. No, I think it's very good. There's an airport nearby. There's access to Amtrak. You know.
There's a lot of places to eat.
There's a lot of good food. Clark Crew.
Yes. There's some shopping malls and different things.
I mean, everything you need is there. The weather leaves a little to be desired.
Yes.
But you got...
Nowhere has perfect weather. It's just not a thing. There's always going to be something.
No. I mean, Colorado does. It's amazing. No. I love our weather, I will say. That's one thing about being up here is the weather's good. You're going to get some storms. You're going to get some snow. But you're not going to have really bad stuff.
Yeah, pretty rare is it like blizzard.
Right.
That is one thing about Oklahoma. When it like gets snowy, the state like shuts down.
Yeah, I think everyone wants home, you know, and they want a place that you can call your own. And it's hard when you're transient and you're just going from place to place. And like I said, I thought this was going to be home. I was really settling in here. I was making connections, making friends, and unfortunately, it's not for me right now. And I hope that one day, maybe I can come back and can afford to do so. And just so people are understanding, I have not been banished from Colorado. I was not told that I had to leave by sundown. I am not persona non grata for my Latin friends. It's just, I can't afford to do it. I will be unable to do it. It's not feasible. And so, you know. Oklahoma is good. I lived there. Both Tulsa and OKC are great. Yeah, I forgot Tim lived in Oklahoma.
Oh.
Tim, I think you're a Tulsa guy, right? You're a Tulsa king. That show is funny, by the way. It's a really good show. I don't know if anyone's seen that, but Tulsa King is pretty funny. I know if you live in Tulsa, they have a very strong blindness community. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Nanopack's there. I love Nanopack.
Yeah, and the other office for Newview is there.
Yeah. This here town ain't big enough for the both of us, Pilgrim. Yeah, I mean, and I'm glad that it's nothing like that. I have not been banished or anything. It's just, can't stay. Just can't do it. Again, those who know. You can probably infer everything. I am not saying, we are not discussing why, but you're smart. You can figure it out.
Yeah, some things are just better left
unsaid.
For sure.
Oh, I live closer to Fort Smith and Muskogee. Okay.
I thought Fort Smith was Arkansas, or is there one in Oklahoma?
There might be a Fort Smith, Oklahoma, too.
Or is it like a bordering? That could be.
I don't know. Now I'm Googling
it. Area.
No, it's Arkansas. It must be right in the border.
Oh, yeah, because it is quite a ways from Little Rock.
Yes, lies on the Arkansas-Oklahoma state border.
Okay, yep, makes sense now.
So it's closer, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, Oklahoma, a.k.a. Tornado Alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, it depends where you are in Oklahoma. I definitely...
OKC's usually all right.
Yeah, OKC is okay.
Yeah, I was like trying to avoid that one because that's just the cliche and that is so real.
Yeah.
But it's usually all right. You're going to see more of like wind and hail damage.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, beauty of that is I rent, so it's their job to fix it.
And I mean, the nice thing is that we don't even know. It's a short term for us right now. And we're going to kind of see how things shake out. We're going to see where I land. And ultimately, that's what it comes down to is like, where do I land? I will land somewhere. We just don't know where that is. Oh, hour and a half from Tulsa, says Tim. Okay. So yeah, it's over. I know roughly where it's at. Let's see if there's anything else. So it's 9:00. Again, this is the last stream for a little while. We're gonna try to do some other stuff so we found out that my MacBook is really good for broadcasting.
Yeah.
Which shocked me, actually. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, the only thing was, like, you could hear the refrigerator from the kitchen, but...
Yeah, well, the cool thing is we could do some
right.
stereo stuff, and I would like to get a little camera, because we've been talking about doing cooking streams. And because a lot of people are like, Liam, what stuff do you cook? Can you talk about that? Can you stream some cooking? And we think it's possible. We just need to make a setup for it. So...
Yeah, that could be a thing. Yeah, like we said, there could be some crafting, some... You know, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, anything could happen. Still think the thing which may surprise you the most is how nice and helpful may be. Yeah, MacBook microphones are pretty good. I thought they were stereo, but I don't think so. I need to look into it.
Don't you have a binaural thing?
Well, I've got the Yeti, which is what we're using now. And it's stereo. I could probably do some binaural setup stuff, but I don't know. We could use the Zoom, actually, as a binaural microphone. Because you can plug it into a computer.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and it's got USB-C. So we could totally do a USB-C setup on that. Tim says, hey man, sorry for the typos. That's okay. Oh, you can configure the MacBook microphone speeds in stereo from the control center.
Really?
We'll need it. Yeah, Oklahomans are... like, everyone I've met in Oklahoma was very chill and very friendly. You're being very quiet right now.
No, I mean...
Were you like, yeah, they're cool. Were you, like, checking them off on your fingers?
Yes,
yeah.
I kind of was.
I kind of figured. She was like, they're cool. Yeah,
There's a couple that I'm like, but that's anywhere you go.
Yeah, I mean, I will say... Colorado has some of the nicest people I've ever met. When I moved here, I got so many welcome to Colorados that I lost count. And there's a lot of transplants. I met a lot of... Friday, we met a Cubs fan.
Yeah.
That, like, followed us around for most of the night.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
He would just, like, pop up out of nowhere and be like, hi, it's your Cubs fan friend.
Yeah. No, he was a cool dude. I really liked him.
Yeah, Liam was wearing a Cubs hat. And apparently that, like, attracts people.
Hi-Fi Tone says, you two have such great chemistry. I think a cooking/crafting stream would be a good way to sustain the channel. Yeah, I agree. I think that would be really cool. The cooking thing would be cool. Usually she gets told to go, like, chill out while I cook.
Yeah, I try to help, and I get stuff like, you're on vacation, or, well, you worked all day, or... Well, I just want to make this. There's always some ready-made excuse as to why I'm not helping.
John says Tulsa has a beautiful diner. Great food. Interesting. Yeah, we haven't gone to Tulsa. The only way to get there is the dog.
Woof.
Woof. Yeah. Can't even fly there. You got to take the puppy.
Yeah.
So
that would be like the shortest flight ever.
I mean, the only one that would be shorter is like Chicago to Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is a real flight.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a crafting stream. It would be nice to learn how to make things.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, if anyone has any cool ideas, like, we're open to consideration.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
we
for
kind
sure,
of want
I
to
think-
be cost effective and within reason, but if there's something cool that we might be able to do.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think it'd be really neat.
You know, we've talked about maybe doing, like, more card games or
some other,
things like that.
table games or whatever.
not RPGs. We're not D&D folks.
Roll the dice to see if I'm drunk.
It's D&D.
Am I seeing all this? No, you're in the tavern drunk. Oh.
Yeah, he's just like in the fridge foraging for snacks.
Yeah, right? Where's the Cheetos? Where's the Mountain
Dew?
Dew? Yeah. I'd be interested to do some more stuff. I think it'd be really cool. And I think the cooking thing would be really neat. I think there's a lot of really cool potential on that you guys would enjoy. I just made Swedish meatballs yesterday. I would have loved to have streamed that.
Well, a lot of his recipes are kind of, they're either slow cooker or things that are just pretty easy to put together. It's not like the Food Network where it's like, here are common ingredients you have in your pantry. And it's all the stuff that you're like, okay, who has these ingredients?
I remember watching Graham Kerr in the 90s. Anyone remember Graham Kerr? And, like, you just could never follow what he was doing. Like, I don't know if anyone remembers. I used to love Graham Kerr. But, like, could never keep up with what the heck he was doing.
Yeah. Coconut flakes. And, I don't know, I'm just
that's
trying
why
to think
I
of
like
something odd.
That's why I like Elton Brown a lot. Because
Yeah.
he's very accessible as far as, like, you can cook with what he's doing. Liam, a while back you had a stream. You were playing games with subscribers on QC. That would be nice every so often. Yeah, so here's what's going to happen.
We're possibly talking about as well.
So here's what's going to happen, just so you guys, like, giving you a timeline. An action plan. Oh, we don't like those. Never mind.
No, we don't like that word.
No, we don't like action plans anymore.
A timeline.
Yeah, a timeline. So, this stream is going to end in a little bit. I'm probably not going to start tearing down things today, but this week I'm going to be tearing down the entire studio. Everything's going in bins. Those are going to get moved to Oklahoma with me. Most of my stuff is going in cold storage. Well, just storage. Climate controlled, I hope. It's going in storage, so all my furniture, all my stuff. The computer is going to come down with me. Hopefully it'll make the trip. We're back blazing everything just in case. So that will get moved down with me. We don't know if there's going to be room to set the computer up. So let's start with that.
We think so, but
we don't know.
Yeah.
We're cramming into a 1-bedroom. So me living in the closet could be actually...
No.
No.
The closet studio.
The closet studio. Live from the closet. It's Liam. I bet that would have amazing acoustics, though.
It's... I don't know. It just kind of is like a little small room.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen the closet yet.
Yeah, right now it's kind of a mess.
Yeah.
So that's
We'll
one of our projects.
So, I'm coming back for like a day to finish packing. My mom is going to come up, help me like box up things so that they're boxed correctly. Then everything's going to go into like storage. We're looking at like the pods or whatever, or like youc or something. Then I'm just bringing like basic stuff down to Oklahoma and we're going to see, like, where we go. Are we staying in Oklahoma? Are we going somewhere else? Like, or, you know, what are we doing? And then we go from there. So I would expect more mobile streams. So if you're like looking for, oh, and let's just say this, unfortunately, no marathon. Marathon's gone. So another thing that we just can't do. I would love to do one this year. Guys, there's no way of doing it. It's just not reasonable. Which sucks. Sucks so much. Take the musical vacuum with you. That's her vacuum.
Yeah, that's going to be there.
Yeah. Well, a closet is a studio would have decent sound isolation, assuming it was packed with something like clothes. I don't even know if there's power in there.
I don't believe so.
Oh my gosh, that would actually be kind of funny if there was, though. Oh my gosh.
We could run an extension cord.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's not do that one. So yeah, things are going to get crazy. This channel is going to be very quiet. Big ask, if you are a patron, please, if you can still support me, I appreciate it immensely. If you're not a patron, please consider like supporting me. Now more than ever, things are crazy. I know a lot of people were very cool about the fact that I had gotten a job and were like, hey, this is awesome. Like, good job, man. Yeah, I'm going to need support right now. If you can help, it is appreciated. Things are going to be okay. We are going to make it work. It is not going to be the end of the road. If anything, I think it's the beginning of the road. You know, what is it like? Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Something like that.
From closing time. Every new beginning comes from another beginning's end, or some crap like that. Of course, my thing is, you know, before the new dream can fly, the old one has to die. And I think it's very true in this case. Unfortunately, my dream of living here in Colorado is dying. And, you know, I mean, it's the way it is. It's hard. But we're going to make it work. And I appreciate each and every one of you for the time that you spend with me. I know that you take time out of your day. You could be doing any number of other things, and I'm glad that you come watch a blind guy talk into a microphone and hang out. And I appreciate the support. I mean, I really do. I could not do what I do without the support and the love from all of you. And we're going to make it good, you guys. We're going to make this happen. It is going to be okay. It is, again, this is just the beginning. It is not the end. Though it is the end of a chapter of my life, I had really hoped that this would be the chapter. That's okay. We're going to write a new one. We're going to continue forward. And I'm going to get on my feet. And I am going to be better than ever. And I hope you can join me on that journey. And whatever form it takes. And, you know. But it's hard. It's been very difficult. I've shed a lot of tears over the last week and a half, 2 weeks.
Haven't we both?
And I will shed more. But, you know, I'm excited about what the future will bring. I'm excited about the possibilities. And that's all we can do. So again, I want to thank all of you. And there are so many people I could thank, but I'm just going to do a blanket thank you. And I appreciate you all. And I appreciate your kindness. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your love. And, you know, again, could not do this without everyone's help. And thank you. So, with that being said, we are going to end our time here in Colorado. It has been wonderful. So as always, Thanks for watching and or listening. Good night and good corn.